what will be the content today is about. So as I said, today will be the presentation is very, very simple, but this is something that we need to start from. As I said, in the future, we can talk about marketing, more about CRM systems, even more about some other stuff. But today, I want to talk about sales funnel. I don't know if you know what is that about. I will tell you, and how to work with the client base. So what is the sales funnel? I hope maybe you saw that picture, maybe not, if you had other businesses before. So basically it is something like that. It is same for any business. Like if you're selling cars, if you're selling games, if you're providing service, whatever. So this is always like that. People are getting some info about you. So there are some impressions. People are viewing some info about you. You get the potential lead. You could, in our business, you get potential booking, a visit, and then repeat visit. So just remember this picture. This is all about like any sales process works like that in any business. Today, I want to talk more about these parts from lead to visit and about repeat visit. So we will talk about this lower part of this pyramid. The impressions and views, mostly about the marketing. But the thing is that if we invest, I don't know, millions of dollars into the marketing, and you will get millions of leads, that would be a great result. But if you don't know how to work with those leads, so if you don't know how to call them, how to text them, how to basically what to do with those leads, all those million potential customers will stay as a leads. So they will not book, they will not visit. You will just invest 1 million into nothing, right? So the first thing that you need to work on is your sales. So to get your lead to the visit, right? And then after you know how to do that, you can invest money into the marketing, getting more and more and more potential clients, your leads. And from that, you know how to make sales, you will get more bookings and more revenue. So, but simply, right? We have different sources of the leads. Of course, we do digital marketing, like advertising in Google, like advertising in some other platforms. We have a targeted advertising on the Facebook, Instagram, and other social medias. You have TripAdvisors, Yelp, some other stuff like maybe even like Google Maps, where everywhere where you can get reviews and rating of your company. We have, of course, some offline advertising, like when you are making a billboard or stuff like that. I think we will talk about all these things later when we will be talking about marketing, but you need to just know where your leads are coming from. And we added one more thing as a bloggers in the recent, like in the modern world, this is a really big part. All those TikTok guys, YouTube, Instagram, this is really important, not to make only your social medias, but also work with other guys who will bring you the audience. But as I said, we will take care about a little bit later. This is just the sources, so that by the way, I don't know, just put in the chat those of you who are using, that's the really important question, who are using Google AdWords, like digital marketing, or like, yeah, I hope that I will get the yeses right now. Yes, hopefully, yeah. I know that it might sound as a stupid question, but I think somewhere in December or something like that, I was making some kind of a little research, and I was sending this questionnaire to our partners, asking what marketing channels are you using? And not all of them were using Google AdWords. Not all of them were using Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. So, and yeah, we have no, not yet here. Okay, guys, next meeting, I will tell you why is it important to use those channels? Why is it like the most important thing to do? But not today. Today, as I said, we will talk about the sales. Okay, we will talk about how to make a lead, which is a potential client, to make him book your event, book your session. So this is something that we got from our successful partners, that the conversion from a potential client who left a request to the booking is 60%. By left a request, I mean like different options. We saw that some people are finding us on the Google, so they're coming to the website. So the potential client is he came to our website through the advertising, but and 60% of those are booking on the website. Or it might be guys who saw our commercial advertising with our phone number and they called us, also potential client, but the other channel. And 60%, for example, of those booked the event. Again, for different channels, the conversions will be different, but in average, the good rate is 60% from the potential client to booking. Okay, how to get to this conversion? So first of all, you need to make scripts for your managers. Yeah, a little bit before that, you need to understand. I think a lot of you who started this business started it not only for money. This sounds strange because we are talking about business. The first thing for business is all about money, but still, it's the entertainment business. And I know some of you started this to, you know, have maybe all of you wanted to start a business, but we picked the entertainment field because we want to bring joy to people and stuff like that. And in this case, you are, you know, hiring people, hiring managers to your locations, game masters who are always positive, always in a good mood, talking to people and things like that. This is cool. But the thing is that your managers, all of your game masters, should be your sales managers also, because they are on the location. They are on the arena who is responsible for the current sales and for the future sales. They are taking the phone, they are talking to the customers, so they are doing all that. But a lot of them don't know how to do that. And to avoid anything like any problems, any improvisation from their side, you need to prepare the scripts. You need to prepare the scenario, like basically written dialogue of your manager with the potential client. And if you make this script, it will increase your conversion. We already have the scripts for you, so we just need to translate those and prepare it for you in a appropriate way. So I think like this or beginning next week, we will do that and you will have those scripts. So, and again, we will need your review, your feedback to get the info how it works on all of your locations. But as I said, we did those scripts. It might sound strange for you. By the way, you can call yourself, so you can use these scripts and call your potential clients as an owner, and you might have some questions. You might be like, I'm not sure that I need to use this, I don't know, sentence or whatever, some things like that. Just do that and believe us, okay? So try and we'll see the result. We did it not as a, you know, like, again, as an improvisation or something. This is a proven scripts, proven thing that increases the sales of our locations, and even not only our sales, it increases the other sales in other businesses. So we did some investigation and we know what we're talking about. We will share these scripts with you. I talked about that manager, your game master, should make sales. If he's always in a good mood, if he's always happy and you like him, he's a good guy, but he doesn't make sales, this is not your guy. I'm sorry, they are the sales managers at your location. They need to, the first thing that they need to do is to get you the revenue. Okay, the conversion from a lead into the booking is 60%, but what's the problem here? The number of the received leads is not the main thing, as I said before. So we will talk about the marketing later, how to get the million potential clients. The main thing is how we work with the client base. So after we get this guy who is calling us, who is booking for the website, who is texting us in the social media, in the WhatsApp, in the Facebook Messenger, whatever, we need to get him into somewhere, into our client base. And how we work with them means that if he's coming back or not, if no, not coming back, if he's booking or not, because he's still a potential client, if he's coming back or not, if he's happy, if he's leaving a good review for you, and so on. So how to work with the client base? First of all, it depends on where the client came from. So remember at the beginning, we were talking about the sources of the clients. So, and the main sources that we were talking about, the website, your followers, incoming calls, and messages in the social networks. So the thing is that there should be some different approach to every type of the clients, even at this stage. Why is that? Because people who already booked on your website, so they already they got the advertising on Google, for example. They got to your website, they review the information, and they made a booking. So they already know something about your company. They know a lot because they already made a booking, but you still need to call them to make the, how do you call this? Just to make sure that this was the right booking. So to provide him more information. But this client already made a booking and he knows a lot about your company because he investigated your website. So this is the first thing. The second thing, people who for your community, you're already subscribers in social medias or somewhere, but they didn't made a booking because they're interested in your business, but they're not yet ready to buy. So there is a little bit different kind of conversation, because in this case, they are kind of your fans, but they still not sure about something in your business, and you need to call them and tell them more about, I don't know, the why is your why is our VR arena is better as a birthday party event than the bowling, for example, right? He's your subscriber. Yes, he knows some stuff. Maybe he came as a your subscriber because he saw some funny video of people screaming, playing the Safe Night, right? He was like, wow, interesting, put a thumbs up and followed you on the Facebook. But he doesn't know anything about your business. And in this case, you text him, you call him, and you tell him like, hey, here's your birthday like next week. And we saw that you're our subscriber, but do you know that this is a really cool opportunity for you and 20 of your friends to spend your birthday party at our arena? No, I didn't know that, blah, blah, blah. So you need to provide him more information. The same with the incoming calls. Guys maybe saw some information about your company, but they are calling you to get more info. So in this case, you need to tell them the information, you need to sell them. So in the first, what we were talking about, the website, people who already booked, you need to provide them only info about their exact booking, about maybe some rules, about some preparations for the game, and that's it. In these other cases, you need to provide them more info about how cool your location is, and not talking about the rules, but talking about why is it cool to spend a birthday party at your location, if it is his problem. Okay, the same as messages in social networks and some messengers. This guy is already studied your social networks, but he needs more info to buy, and you need to share that. So even if you're using these different sources of incoming leads, you need to talk them like differently. Okay. Yeah, I already talked about that, but still, lead from the website. What we need to do, if he already came, you need to email him about the booking information. You need to find him in the messenger and tell him about the booking. You know, some notice like, hey, you have like right after he booked on the website, you need to send him a message like, hey, hello, we are the Another World company, and you just booked the session next Saturday, 25th of July, don't know, whatever, at 3:00 p.m., blah, blah, blah. So right away, after a few days, like 3 days before he is coming, you need to text him again and remind him. 1 day before, you need to text him and remind him. This is how it works. You need to also you don't need to call him every day, but right after he booked a session, you need to call him and confirm the reservation and clarify all the details, talk about the rules and how many people will come and things like that. So this is about the website. This is what we were talking about. New subscribers. Also, I've talked about that. Oh, we talked about some any subscribers, but this is about new ones who are coming to your company, and you need to greet them. So just make a welcome message like, hey, we are another world company. You just become our subscriber, blah, blah, blah. We will share some examples with you also, but this is something that you need to do. So welcome message, you need some constant posting in the group, in the stories and whatever you have there, and regular mailings in the private messenger, so that when you invite them to book the session there. Incoming calls, if they are calling you, again, your game master, your manager should be the guy, the sales guy, but also in a good mood, because the guy in a bad mood is not a good sales guy. So the call should be friendly, energetic. We are answering all the questions. We provide all the information, because this guy is calling us. When the people, I know that nowadays people are not calling too much. They mostly prefer use messengers, like who is calling, like the iPhone is not made for the calls, right? But still, a lot of people, they want to talk. They want to get more info. In this case, this is our sales process. We talk with them and we provide them as much as we can about our arena, and we are like exactly closing the deal here. This is really important. We get the call, and remember we were talking about the conversions, 60%. So basically out of the 10 calls, you need to get 6 bookings. So if you're answering like that and like providing not so much information, of course there might be 1 booking out of 10 out of the 10 calls, fortunately, right? So again, when you're making this, not you are making, if it is an incoming call, you need to provide all the information. You need to book the exact date. So close the deal. You need to, so the goal of each call is to make the sale. So basically make a booking for your sales managers. And of course, after the call, write some review of what you were talking about in the messenger, what you have agreed on about that. Hey, we just booked a session for you for the next Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Okay, messengers in social network. Pretty the same thing. Also, already we discussed about that. Answer all the question, constant posting, and regular mailings in the private messages. We talked about that, and yeah, this is the important thing. We were talking only about mood, but in the text, right? It's hard for you to show your mood, right? But actually, it's not true. So, how to make the client want to answer you? You need to be, again, so first of all, you need to answer quickly. So if there is a request, if somebody is like your new subscriber, or they just texted you like, hey, I found some info about your arena, how to book the session, blah, blah, blah. You need to answer them as soon as possible, because the time is money in this case. Because if you won't answer today, they will, and their birthday party is like tomorrow or day after, it means that they will find something else, right? So instant reply is very important. The text should be friendly. Don't hesitate, like use emojis, use some fun symbols. This really works. And of course, some personalization in all the dialogues. Use the name of your potential client so that he will be sure that you're talking to him exactly. So again, remember we were talking about good and bad mood in the text. So yeah, I know that it's written in Russian because we took it from one of our Russian partners, but I think even on the other language you see the difference. So this one is saying like, woo, hello, John, we are sharing 10 free minutes for our new subscribers, blah, 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 a lot of emojis. okay, and guy is answering like, okay, can I book today for 12 o'clock? Yes, of course, we need your info, like last name, phone number, blah, blah, blah. This is the one type of the dialogue. The other one, there is a request to talk to the game master, and the game master is answering, good evening. Okay, good evening. What else? Like, if I text you in the WhatsApp right now, good evening, what will you answer? Like, okay, hello. That's it. So I think you know that, but this is the same thing. So just pay attention to that. We will share some scripts, but we cannot share, all the text messages. Just this is the thing of how to make it right. You need to just see and control your game masters, your managers, how they are talking to your potential clients. So yeah, if the potential client is not answering, so we are still reminding him. So we do this instantly, like once in a week, once in a month, so we are reminding him about us with some content, with some, so he was asking about booking and he lost. Okay, not a problem. We will remind him. And as I said, use emojis, use like stickers, GIFs, whatever, because yeah, this might sound crazy. This might sound really fun, but to increase the conversion of 2 times from your potential client to the booking is to use like different funny pictures. I'm honestly telling you that we are using the pictures of the cats in our dialogues. We are using these pictures of the cats talking to the potential clients. We are using these pictures talking to, we have other business about the escape rooms, and we are doing the installation there, which is a very, very hard process. And people are, working with the wires. And after you send them the picture of the cat, everybody's happy. So it just works like that. And in this case, if somebody's like not answering you and you send him the picture of the sad kitty, telling him like, hey, the game master is sad that you're not answering, like 99% that you will get the reply right after. Just believe me. Show that secret to your managers and give them the opportunity to use it. And they will be happy. The customers will be happy. You will be happy because you will get more bookings. Okay, we were talking about how to convert a potential client into the booking, into the sales. So there are different sources like calls, mailing, retargeting, private messages, automatic mailings, chatbots. Again, we were talking a lot about calls, right? About how your game masters are calling to your clients. How to make it all work, what we've discussed today. You need to make a system which you can control and which you can improve. How to control your game masters, your managers. You need to just don't use the simple phone number, use the IP telephony, because in this case you can track all the calls. So basically you can record all the calls, and once in a week, I know that it's tough, but this is what improves your sales. Just sit and spend 1 hour, pick random 5 calls and listen to the calls of your managers, and see if they are following the script, see if how they are talking to the potential client, do all that. And in this case, you will get the info, like how to improve. You can talk to them directly, like, hey, even once in a week, you can sit with all your managers. You can all together listen to like 2 or 3 calls and all together share how to improve the text and the text of the call, the mood of the call, and everything. So discuss it with them. But to do that, you need the recorded calls. To have the recorded calls, you need to make the IP thing. So also you will have the application for receiving recalls. It's also better than to have just a standard phone number. And also the good thing is that if you're using this type of the services, you have the ability to integrate it with different services like CRM system, like web analytics. You can check where the calls are coming from. You can check how many calls did you get, like all the statistics. And how do we count those conversions? Like how did we get 60%? Simply, we just see how many calls we get, how many sales we get from those exact calls. And these statistics you can have only if you make all that, if you have all this info. So basically how to start making sales from leads is to start recording all the information, like literally all the information about the client into the CRM system. So here, not all of you knows what the CRM system. So basically, this is some kind of a service, and we can, as I mentioned, we have this product which we can implement for you. We work with one of the CRM systems, and we can give you a test of that. So you see here is the example of one deal, and on the left part is all the info about the client. So it's basically who is the manager who was calling this client, the phone number of the client, this city, the date, what type of the event, what's the name, what's the, like everything. There are a lot of things. And all the history of the deal. Like here, this is the call. So you see, this was the incoming call. The incoming call lasts for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You can listen to it. Then you can see what the manager was doing with this exact deal. He was writing a message. He was putting some notes about this potential client and everything. And the most important thing here is this lower box at the end is the task, like future tasks. So you can, for each lead, there will be a task like to call him tomorrow or to call him the exact date, the exact time. So in this case, you will not lose any of your potential clients. This is what the CRM system does. So, and basically how to work with the CRM system, you need to, as I said, integrate it with the website, because in this case, for example, all of the guys who are booking the session, they will get into the CRM system automatically. If you have the IP telephony, all the guys who were calling your number, they will get to the CRM system automatically again. So only if the guy came from the street and were asking about something and left his information, only in this case, you need to open the CRM system and put all the information by hands in there, which is also fine, but because in this case, you are adding one more client in your client base. But the thing is that every lead should be in this CRM system, because for you, this is the thing, how to control your business, how to control the sales process for each client, how to control the work of your managers, how to control your conversions. Because in this case, you could see that from the website, I got 100 calls, right? 100 bookings, but only 10 of them came to visit. So I had 100%, 100 bookings, but only 10 clients who came exactly to the location. What is wrong? The thing is that if you don't have this type of system which controls everything, you cannot find the reason. But if you have the system, for example, you could look at all of those cards in this system and see that your managers were not calling those clients about the booking. They were not reminding those clients about the booking the day before. And 90 of the potential clients out of 100 just simply forgot that they booked something a week ago and they didn't came. So you see, this is why it's really important. So, but also it's not only about control and forgetting, but it's also about improving and make it more sales. We'll talk about that from here. So we were talking right now about how to make from the lead to the visit. But remember, I told you that we have also a really big pie right here, which is a repeat visit. So then your client are coming back. So in this case, as we talked at the very beginning, you already paid for this client for the marketing. He's already came. But the thing is that if you don't have a CRM system, like this guy, John Smith, came from the street, he played your game, he liked it, he went out, he forgot about you, that's it. You got 30 bucks from him, but that's the end of the story. If you get this John Smith into your CRM system, if we help you on how to make the automatic emailings, automatic text messages, how to remind these John Smith, or okay, simply the John Smith next year, he will have the birthday party. And if 2 or 3 weeks before the birthday party, we will have a task in a CRM system that we need to call him and tell him like, hey, John, remember last year, last month, whatever, you came to our arena, you really liked it. And right now we have the opportunity for you, if you come with 20 of your friends, you can spend a birthday party at our arena and blah, 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 blah. So in this case, you will get this John Smith back. If you don't have your client base written somewhere in the CRM system, you will just forget it. And as I said, end of the story. So this, as I said, this big part of the pie means that each lead should be in your CRM system. But the cool trick here, and very important, when this potential John Smith booking the session at your arena, the thing is that he's your customer, but he's also he has 10 more friends who came with him, right? So in this case, they are also your customers, and you need to collect the info not only about the John Smith. You need to collect the info about all of those guys, all 10, 20, whatever number they came, like 2 of them came. Okay, not a problem. And it doesn't matter if they're wife and husband, still collect both info about both of those. Why is that? Because they are different people, they have different birthday dates, they have different, like everything, phone numbers, and for both of them you can remind with the CRM system what we were just talking before. So you see, every time you have a booking, you have not only 1 client, you have like 10 clients in the base, new clients in the base. Okay. And this is really works like that, especially if it's a birthday party for the kids. Collect the info for each of the kids, because in this case, or the parents of the kids, better, right? Because in this case, the other kid wanted to repeat the party at the same arena, and you will have the same amount of people next month because they really liked playing Schmooder game in our VR. Okay, so really important. And the thing is, I think if you are following our instructions, you have these questionnaires. You can use it. Basically, it's in a written form. You can print it for all of the clients. So basically, just when the clients are coming, so you give them this questionnaire, which is all about, of course, it's all about the rules also, but for us, it's all about future sales. So you collect, you warn people about the rules at the location, but also you collect their info like last name, phone number, and everything. But the thing is here, very important, you give them the printed these questionnaires. We saw that also. Tell your managers, tell your game masters that the goal of this thing is not just to give it to potential clients, and not potential, well, they already came to your location, to your clients, not just to collect these questionnaires, because once we came to the location and we opened the wardrobe or whatever, and there was this amount of papers filled by the clients, and guess what? These all these questionnaires were not filled into the CRM system. So, okay, we got this paper list, but until you got it in your like digital way, until it is not in your CRM system, you cannot do anything with that. It's just a paper. But after you got the questionnaires from the clients, you like this exact moment, you need to put all the info into the CRM system. In this case, we can work with that. Before that, it's just a paper that nobody needs. Okay. What else? Oh, and by the way, we made it easier, and we are working on that. And also, I think it's kind of should be ready. We are making it easier for you, so it will be not a printed piece of paper. It will be a like QR code, which people, you know, just scan with their phones. They are opening the page, and they fill their info on the digital page, and from that it will be automatically added to your CRM system. Okay, we can do that for you. Ask us how to do that, and we will help you. So we are making it easier for you in all of the ways. So yeah, in this case, if you receive all the info about the leads, you can work with the repeated sales. It might sound too difficult, but again, if we make the CRM system, if we make all the automated emailings, messages, and we are properly filling it with our managers, then it will work. Don't forget to control your managers. This is the way on how to improve your sales. Okay, why we record all the contacts, no customer will be lost. We can monitor the quality of the work of your managers. We can make we can improve our sales process by adding those emailings and everything. And even after the sale, we can warming up the customers for the repurchase. Okay. And again, here, I want to remind you about this product. So for those of you, like I am 200% insist you to use any CRM system that you have available, affordable, whatever. So if you don't know what is that, ask us, we will provide you more info. If you know what is that and you're already working with one of those, just also ask us, I don't know, about some advice or whatever, but take all these tips that we were talking about today into your CRM system. But the main thing is just add it. It is something that, you know, like they were saying at the beginning of 2000s, if you don't have a website, you don't have a business. Right now, if you don't have a CRM system, you don't have a business. This is true. You will not get many sales if you don't have it. Okay. So from our side, as I mentioned, for now, and the price is really good, so maybe we will increase it later. But for now, for $300, we are ready to help you. We have additional specialists who are working in this exact field. They can connect the CRM, they can make the automatic mailings, they can integrate all the messengers in there, and fill it with the different scenarios of work. This is yeah, this is not the easy thing to do. This is the integration, what they call it. This is we will need to work on that, but this will improve your sales. This will improve the work of your managers, just like a rocket. Believe me. So if you're interested in that, send us the email to the support team. So I hope all of you knows Alex or Teya or Alisa. Call them, ask them, message them, and we will help you with that. Okay. So I think that's it for today. The next meeting will be, as I said, on 26th of July, and we will talk more about birthday parties. Yeah, we have some things to talk about there, and I think right after that we will get to the marketing and some instruments there.